us with his sweatshirt and everything that he's been taking pictures of and posting on Facebook.
Juan, you got it. So that's it. And then on to our first film. I did that right?
Sure.
Because when I go on to our next film and it's the first film, I got corrected every time. Yeah. On to our first film.
There you go.
There you go.
God, you look awful. What happened to you?
I was nearly hung. I got into a fight with a psychotic albino. I hit a cockroach, my best friend disappears, and then I'm nearly assassinated by a runaway elevator. Anyone can have an off night.
Vamp, a comedy with bite.
Our first movie is a 1986 movie called Vamp. And
Wait, are we going again?
Yeah.
Oh, well, son of a bitch. You
What
can't
are you
just do
doing?
that. I thought we were...
What?
Hold on.
Well, I'm interested
Okay.
in seeing the movie. So,
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have your headphones on either.
All right, let's do this.
It's directed by a hack.
Who ain't done nothing.
Richard Wenk. This
Wrote a
is
bunch of stupid
this
action movies.
easily his best movie. I mean, he hasn't done anything else but like TV series. And the highlights of this movie, well, the main one for me, why I loved it, was Getty Watanabe.
Yeah.
Dude,
He was pretty funny.
he's like his character is like one of my favorite characters of all time in like horror movies like this. Like
This
horror.
movie just had a bunch of really cool, interesting characters in it, like between the Weird Albino Street Gang and the fucking like
who you think would be vampires.
Fucking Billy Drago.
Billy Drago. Holy shit, is he an inconsistent hack?
Oh yeah, definitely.
This movie is basically just Porky's, but with vampires.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a mix of Porky's and some of the plot points from Night of the Creeps.
Yep. With the initiation shit and having to do something to get into a fraternity. And you'll notice Robert Russler from Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
Nightmare on Elm Street 2 guy. As listeners of the podcast know, that's what he will be referred to as from now on by me.
What's that?
Well, you know, like, that's how I refer
I know that, but what were you going to...
Just Nightmare on Elm Street 2 guy.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to use his name in Nightmare on Elm Street 2. It's not very memorable, though.
It's like Mark or...
No, it's like, it'll come to me. Go on.
And then you also got Discount Corey Haim, Chris Makepeace.
Makepeace.
He's in other stuff, too.
What a name.
He's in, like, some other horror movies, I'm pretty sure.
The MC guy from the Vampire Club is...
Yeah.
He's from Seinfeld.
Yeah, he's... Oh, you mean Sandy Barron?
Yeah, you know, he was... I forget what his character's name in Seinfeld was. He... It was in the episode with the astronaut pen, though. Hey, take the pen!
Never watched Seinfeld. Never
That's
watched
dumb.
it full.
You're
I
both
hate
dumb.
that show.
You're both dumb.
I don't like
Hate
it
it.
either. I just don't like the mullet and the way he tucks in his shirt. I don't like that. That deterred me.
Because
like,
he's like the quintessential 90s white guy.
I know there's like a huge fucking racist on that show, and then there's it's a show about nothing.
That guy from The Burning is in it.
Yep.
There's a Jew.
Whoa,
Oh,
dude.
the main guy's a Jew, isn't he?
Anyway,
There we go.
so yeah, what other cool stuff do we get to see in Vamp? We get to see Grace Jones do that awesome striptease with the cool statue chair.
She's a quintessential butterface.
What? No
Her
way.
fucking body is so nice.
She's hot.
She's hot once that makeup gets taken off.
She's okay. She's fuckable when she takes it off.
She
The
just
hair and
makes all
makeup.
kinds of crazy faces and stuff. That's
Yeah.
you know, you just got to get past that. She's really hot, and she could kick your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, she could.
She was
Could,
in
like Grace Jones, circa
Mad-
1987, would just fuck you up.
Was she in Mad Max or something like that?
No, she was in Conan the.
Oh, okay,
Destroyer.
yeah, that's what it was. Yep.
You don't mess with a missionary man, motherfucker.
I didn't plan on it.
What do you get? Is it the dong or they? You know,
The Donger?
the
Is that
dong
what-
or that's what I was calling Getty Watanabe.
Oh, the long duck dong guy.
Yeah.
Oh, is that this? Okay. Here's something kind of cool about that. I think it's kind of cool. He got that part in 16 Candles. Never watched it or whatever. But he came in and he acted like he didn't know English at all. So he knew this. He had this Korean friend who had broken English, and he acted like that.
Right.
And then at the end, he cordially is like, "Hey, it was nice auditioning," and they like gave it to him because he was fucking with him.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a lot cool stuff happening in Vamp. All the there's a lot of cool lighting, especially
in the city, in the sewer,
and the alleyways. Lots of pink and blue gel lighting.
Yeah, complete Italian.
Awesome vampire makeup
lift.
effects.
But like I was like, they light their sewers with fluorescent lights.
Right.
It's pretty fucking cool.
But this is also the movie that has the crazy fucking post-production flub. Like, how did you miss that in editing with the hands holding the skeleton arm when she's flipping them off with the skeleton arm? Holy shit.
Yeah, that was so noticeable.
The fatal flaw in this movie, for me, I couldn't look past it. It's kind of stupid. It was like lazy writing when they went to like another dimension from the car turning, like spinning around.
Right.
And they just find themselves in this other alternate fucking city. Like, why can't they just go to a city that was already like that? It's kind of stupid to me.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but it's one of those where you just chalk it up to 80s movie trope.
Just suspend disbelief. There's a lot about the formula for this film that works. From the casting of Grace Jones and Billy Drago to the lighting, and it's well written. It's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the first time I watched this, I didn't really care for it when I watched it with you, Randy, and then rewatching it the second time, I appreciated it a lot more.
If you can get a decent performance out of Billy Drago, which Miike couldn't do in Imprint.
Right.
Well, yeah, but that was Miike, who can barely speak English, trying to direct.
That was
Billy
probably
Drago,
one of the worst.
Probably also
I can point to
barely
that.
Speak English.
I can point to that fucking Billy Drago character in that episode.
Damn.
As one of the go-tos if I want to reference bad acting. I'm like, dude, check that out.
Yeah,
It's
watch this.
bad.
You'll get what I mean.
I think all the performances were good. I liked even the Corey Haim guy or whatever, and the Nightmare on Elm Street 2 guy.
Yeah,
I think the only I didn't like Dee Dee Pfeiffer. I think that little fucking storyline where he couldn't recognize who she was.
Right. Yeah.
It was kind of getting annoying because it was just dragging it on for what? It was spin the bottle.
Yeah.
Or some stupid
something
shit.
like that.
You're like, oh, there's this past history, but he's gonna find out, and then it's spin the bottle. You're like, oh, that's what that was. That's stupid.
Stupid.
And then there's also the guessing game with who's a vampire.
Right.
Are they all vampires, or why is this guy creepy?
When you find out that
but
the
he's
Billy
not.
Drago Albino Street Gang, when you find out that they're not vampires,
Yeah.
it's like,
Because that little girl attacked him.
Well, right in the
Right.
beginning, they meet up and the girl had the fucked up teeth,
right, yeah.
and I was like, oh, they're vampires. Nope.
No, just a weird street gang with bad oral hygiene.
And then there's a reference. He calls him Snowflake when he's squeezing his balls. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, he's a liberal? Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Pretty decent score by Jonathan Elias, and the effects by Greg Cannon are pretty good.
A lot of steel drum or one of those fucking things where you beat on.
Oh, it's a steel drum.
Okay, yeah, it's a lot of that. Sounds like shades of Beverly Hills Cop, I guess, soundtracks.
Yeah, I was saying I can't remember why I put it, but I mentioned the announcer's eyebrows, the.
Oh yeah, the
Oh,
guy, the Seinfeld guy. He's got really big bushy eyebrows.
Yeah, that's cool.
They were so emotive.
I'm so glad we covered that.
I have to contribute somehow, damn it.
The makeup effects on Grace Jones when she turns is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, I'll say the vampire makeup effects are just
The
great.
stripper gets staked with a high heel is pretty cool.
And then the Asian assistant gets fucking her heart ripped out. That was kind of cool. And when she's munching on Nightmare on Elm Street 2 dude's neck, that looked pretty good.
Why was their lair full of barrels of flammable liquid?
I wrote that too. They decided
What vampire is like, you know what this lair needs? A bunch of barrels of flammable liquid. Just in case.
Maybe
just in case.
they're just at the end of the rope and they didn't want to live anymore. But they didn't want to commit suicide.
Yeah, it was like a suicide den or something.
You fucking douchebags are just chain smoking tonight, aren't you? Crack that window again, window guy.
God damn it.
That's your job. That's why, if you're going to sit over there, that's what you got to do the job.
Not like I have much of an option.
There you go. That's good. Okay. What else? Is there anything else? Let me see here. The heart rip on the Asian strip club worker is pretty cool.
I fucking said that, man.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Don't take credit for that.
I don't remember you saying that.
When you listen back, you're gonna feel terrible.
I probably not.
No.
Yeah, my notes for this were pretty short.
Yeah, same here.
The story is like pretty typical of the 80s. I mean, it's, it's, like I said, it's a lot like Porky's, and it's a lot like Night of the Creeps, and
Yeah, but just had that like 80s feel of comedy and horror mix.
some of it even kind of reminds me of like Night of the Comet for some reason. I don't know
Really?
why. I don't know why.
I don't know.
Maybe just because it's like so poppy in 80s at points.
I think the only comedy really was the character of Getty, I guess. I forgot his name. Duncan? Yeah. I guess the beginning, the setup. But other than that, he's the only comic relief.
Is it true that fucking From Dusk Till Dawn got sued over this movie?
Really?
Well, I mean, it's basically the same fucking storyline.
Oh, yeah.
They weren't running from the law or anything.
Well, no, but I mean,
They didn't cross the border.
two
whole
dudes
strip
go
club
to
is
a
a
strip
vampire.
club and it's full of vampires that want to eat everybody.
I guess that.
Oh, I guess just the
Who wrote that? Was it Rodriguez or Quentin?
I think Tarantino and Rodriguez co-wrote it,
Okay.
and Rodriguez directed it.
But, it's been brought up in this podcast many times that Quentin Tarantino is lifted from
oh yeah, sure,
everything.
Is
So
that
it's possible, yeah.
Are you lighting a roach, Mike? Yeah. Yeah. Ken won't smoke any weed because it makes him fucking retarded.
Yeah, not on the podcast. I'll smoke right after we're done. And I also got to say that this movie was a last-minute replacement because I picked
The Addiction.
The Addiction.
Abel Ferreira. Yeah, we couldn't find it or something.
No, I watched it. It's not a horror movie.
Yeah, it just wasn't horror.
It's
It's very artsy.
yeah.
Well, yeah, it's an Abel
black and
Ferreira
white.
movie.
But then you got like Russell Simmons produced it, so you got all these
What do you
fucking.
want? I can't hear a word you're saying.
You're not supposed to. He's not even supposed to be talking.
You sound like Killface's son on Frisky Dingo.
Okay. Yeah, we didn't do that. It's
What did you say then?
No, the cat was making noises. I didn't know that's what it was.
Oh, he's talking about the cat?
Yeah. You can't hear the cat, probably.
yeah, we could. I could hear it growl.
Kid looks very annoyed.
He is.
I was just trying to talk about the Abel Ferrara movie.
All the terrible rap that was in it, and
Yeah, there was like the same Cypress Hill song 3 times.
yeah.
And, it just wasn't good. I like Abel Ferrara a lot, and still Driller Killer is my favorite. I know you said you didn't like it, but it's so grimy, and
You can't possibly like that movie more than Bad Lieutenant and King of New York.
I'm talking horror.
Oh, okay.
Well, he only has a couple real horror movies. I guess Body Snatchers
Body Snatchers.
and Driller Killer. Yeah, we didn't pick that because it's not horror.
And it was very boring.
It was boring. It was a tough watch.
I bet I wouldn't think it was boring.
No, you would probably like it, I think.
And just like almost 90%, 98% of Abel's movies is filmed in New York. But we picked this because I had a list of vampire movies, and this one popped out at me because we tried to do it before. So
Scores.
score, I'll go first. Like you said, I like the lighting. The soundtrack is the 80s feel, and the performances were good. I'm gonna give it a, and it's nostalgic too because I used to watch this as a kid. I'm gonna go 7.75. What? Oh, okay.
And Randy?
I'm going to give it a 7.75 too. For all the same reasons. Plus, like it's quirky and unique. Like the inclusion of the albino street gang is just weird to me and fun.
It was all just a setup for have that little girl kill one.
Yeah,
of them,
yeah.
I guess.
There's a lot to like about it. Yeah, it's not like great, but it's good and it's fun and 80s. Grace Jones.
And you give it a 7.75?
7.75.
Okay, and yeah, pretty much the same things you guys said. I love it. I don't love it, but I liked it a lot because of the whole 80s feel, and I do like the whole comedy horror aspect because there was some cheesiness comedy to it, and it just felt like pure 80s cheese. I love the lighting. The soundtrack was great. Yep, the effects were really good. Grace Jones, I thought was just
And on to our
fantastic.
next film.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
but I would give this 7.5.
We always like. There's a lot of movies we have in the 7 to 8 range.
Well, yeah, I mean, we generally choose movies that we've seen and know.